Okay, so I started a video, but it got interrupted. Making a dream catcher. I'll start off. I'm holding some of the yarn. A metal ring from Michaels. Like some people use wooden ones that you can adjust, and some people use ribbon instead of yarn. I like the metal with the yarn because, as you can see, right now it looks fuzzy, but I'll kind of show you how to get rid of the fuzziness once I'm done. But you just kind of take it and put a knot at the end, and then you see how, okay, I'm going to show you this. See how that can come unraveled? It's so simple to push it, turn it, twist it, and push it up. And then you make it tight like that. Because if not, then you'll have like spaces and you'll see the metal part. But you just wrap. I usually wrap with big spaces. And then I take it and push back and twist. And you push back and twist. But this part is extremely time consuming. I can put my materials in the description below if you want to, or you can put a message up under there and say that you want to know about the items. I shop at Michael's quite often. The reason for that is Michael's always got coupons. So they always have coupons and stuff is always on sale. Like, I think when I went and got all my stuff, like, I got several balls of yarn and pretty colors, as you can see. I like the multicolor ones because when you wrap it around, it goes from one color to the next. So it kind of gives you that funky look. I just made my first one. This is not my first one. I just made my first one for my friend. And I hope she really likes it and that she's not blowing smoke up my butt and saying it's cute and she don't really like it, because then I'm gonna be mad. But you just keep doing this and wrapping and pushing. And I may have picked like the hardest way to do it because I did yarn and not ribbon, because I've seen people use ribbon and it does seem like it's a lot faster. But for the metal one, I didn't really feel like the ribbon would flow as well as the yarn flows. See how the yarn just like effortlessly flows together? I think it does. I don't know about anybody else, but I think it does. Oh, okay, yep. I just lost the inside of my yarn. This is the part that stinks. Is once the yarn starts coming unraveled, you gotta kind of keep it together. But I can tell you this. Okay, so with my first one, I kind of screwed up. I screwed up several times on my first one, I won't lie, especially on this part. So I had to cut some of it because the yarn got tangled up in between, because it did this beautiful stuff to where it came unraveled from its originalness. I had to cut it. So when I cut it, I had to not start over, because I didn't cut off what I did. Because if you think I'm cutting off what I did, you're crazy. I kind of just cut it where it was. Like, I cut a big space and I got the knot out. Well, I cut the knot out. I'm about to have a knot now if I don't quit playing. I cut the knot out and I made another knot like how I started it off, and I just kept going from there. And I may have to do that with this because this is a hot mess right now. It's kind of irritating me just a little bit. If anybody notice, my hands are behind me. I do not have a background just yet to cover everything. I mean, I can maybe tighten it up, but I don't want to tighten up my camera because right now you can literally see the ring and how I'm doing it. And I kind of like that. I did promise last time I would have music if I made another one, but the way that my life is set up right now, music is not what's going on. It is actually the Jungle Book that's in my background, because that's what my children were watching before they all went in their rooms. Okay, but do you see how much I've been twisting, and do you see how far I've gotten? That's why I say this is the most time consuming part ever when it comes to this, but I can say that it is going to be by far a very, very beautiful dream catcher, because like I said, I did my friends. Hers is gray and white, silver and white. Well, her yarn is gray. It gradually turns colors like this, so it goes from a white to a gray and back and forth, like to a darker gray. It's extremely pretty. To me it is, but I think, like I say, I think she may be blowing smoke up my butt when she says she liked it, because I mean, that's what friends do. We kind of lie to each other sometimes. But no, I don't think it turned out too bad for it being my first one. And yeah, I literally followed, I did watch a few YouTube tutorials on how to make it, and that's kind of where I got some of my inspiration from, because literally everybody does it differently. Like I saw some people that like left a big old hole in the middle of their dream catcher. Some people put jewels in the middle. Some people hung beads off of it. I guess it really just depends on what tickles your fancy on it. But I just kind of closed hers up with a very tight, I mean, like the hole is probably like this small in the middle. I'm actually looking at it on my wall, but it turned out a lot better than I thought. I have ribbon hanging off the bottom of it with 2 white feathers, because it's for her and her husband, fiance, whatever you want to call him. But I would say husband. They've been together long enough. But it's for them too, so that's why I did 2 feathers, 2 people. It's for their bedroom. I think that's what she said. She's putting it in our bedroom. But I'm gonna stop here because I hear my children screaming, and I'm gonna just show you how I kind of trim off the end. Well, kind of get rid of the